Okay, now it is. Now it's working. Oh, why so loud? Alright, it's working now though. Alright, so I was saying, yesterday I did this, just trying to get rocket fuel online, so I got all the nitric acid. Being made. And then all I have to do now is just get all the pipes hooked up. So 2,000 per minute. Alright. Power shards. Where are them? There they are. I need at least 100 on me. There we go. Alright. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Alright, so there's that pipe done, and then I just gotta hook them up to the generators. Okay. Horizontal, vertical. So this power plant upgrade should, in theory, boost production to over 250,000 megawatts of power, which is a lot, because I'm only using 100 right now. And I doubt, highly doubt, that I'm going to end up using 100,000 megawatts in phase 5. So this should be plenty of power. That's the goal. Alright, well there's that hooked up. So now that only leaves one thing. And that is to hook up the turbo fuel, but we're gonna save that for... I'm just gonna get the pipe work done so that it's just easy to go ahead and grab all of them. Can I get them out of this way? I could, but it's... maybe I will end up doing that. There we go. All right. Well, that's not one of the hurdles I thought of. But, I guess it does make sense though. I did use like 99% of the copper plates in the storage. And it's not that fast as you can tell. We're not limited by upload speed, this is just... I got my depots fully maxed out, so this is... So 240 per minute at 5 stacks. And yeah. So that's not a depot issue, this is just a... Alright. Well... Do I have copper ingots on me, like, at all? No, I don't have them in the depot. Alright, well... Alright. And then I'll bring the rest over here. Like this. Once I finally get my damn depot, once I get the copper. Never ran out of copper sheets, but now I know I need to make way more for my next playthrough. Because it's just basic storage. Basic material. And then once we get these done, then rocket fuel and it all starts. And then the residual turbo fuel left in the buffers and the generators will burn. And then I have batteries in case, so they'll take care of any power extra. Yeah, 53,000 megawatts. That should keep this grid afloat for, if there was no power, 30 minutes. Probably a little under 30 minutes, but I have a whole nother power plant, so I'm not really worried too much about it. So all I need is turbo fuel, then rocket fuel gets pushed out, the compacted coal gets sanked, and we're good. Is there any copper nodes near me that aren't taken? No. Alright, well, that's a little unfortunate, but what you gonna do? I need 10 more. I forgot how much I'm making per minute, but it's not a lot at all. Clearly. Alright. I just need 28. I need to remove all pumps. That are going, because it can flow both ways, so I just gotta make sure that it's actually going to the This will severely help the grid. This is awful. I mean, I'm not too bad on power, but I'd like more. Way more headroom. Okay, good thing I caught that because I actually need more nitrogen. So I'm only bringing 600 currently, and then I just need 200 more. Which hopefully there's a... yeah, there's a pure node. Which should be, yeah, more than enough. This also requires sheets. Oh, so Mark II pipes are actually more expensive in sheets. Okay, I thought they'd be equal. I thought the only thing was just plastic, but no, they are a little bit more expensive. Which is fine. Yeah, I thankfully I caught this shit, because then my whole power grid could suffer. Mark 1. Alright, so that's more than enough nitrogen. Alright, yeah, and that's what sucks. These pipes are like twice as expensive. They cost plastic and more sheets. That distance requires 20 copper sheets. So, alright, turbo fuel. Alright, now all I have to do is just I thought I could prime the system, which I could prime it, but I don't think I am going to. I'm just gonna wait for the sheets to replenish. Remove this pump, because that's just gonna get in the way. How much residual? Not much for that, but quite a lot for this. $60 times 5 is 300, right? Yeah, okay, and each one does make 300 per minute, each row, so. They're gonna starve for a little bit before I fully cut them off. The other ones are gonna start starving because I'm gonna hook up these in a... I think that's enough to hook up all 4. Alright, here, let me just save. Pre-rocket fuel. Start up. Alright, there's that one. Boom. Boom. And boom. Alright. Now they're gonna start starving. The other generators, the rocket fuel's gonna start kicking on. Blenders. Already some compacted coal. Rocket fuel's coming. Power grid shouldn't tank yet. Oh, it is. I'll hook them up last. I just want to wait for some to get in there. Battery should hold us off until the rocket fuel can finally really start getting on. Alright, and I'm gonna cut that pipe. We're cutting the final connection to the other generators. And then we're just gonna be running off of residual now. So there's quite a lot of power that we can lose before then. Hopefully these are really gonna start kicking on now. More turbo fuel. It's getting used to flowing the other way now. Bull 600. It's moving as much as it can. These shouldn't back up where I'm gonna need pumps to make sure that they don't. It's just rocket fuel, turbo, that it's not quite getting. A lot. How's the power grid going? Not really tanking really at all. It's still only about 1,000 megawatts, so it's still running strong. Okay. We're getting a little bit. I just want these to get full. I just want the buffers to get full of rocket fuel. Which they're still manifolding, so this is gonna be a big upgrade for the power grid. Okay, now we're starting to dip a little bit down now. It's still charging just as fast, right? Yeah. Oh, one battery bank must have just filled up, yeah. 97%. Particle accelerators just stopped. Just trying to get turbo fuel where it needs to go, which is to the rocket blenders. For the rocket fuel to finally have somewhere to go. Okay, how are these going? They're filling. Oh yeah, they're getting there. Okay, I think I can now. I feel comfortable enough to the power grid should start seeing some start seeing a power increase here soon. Should see a power increase. Yep, first generator starting up. Yeah, 10 per minute. big power jumps, yeah. It will probably take about an hour though for them to finally fully start up, but it should be 500 per minute, not 400, because each one does make 100, correct? Yeah, and there's 5 in a row. But the A, they're probably just still manifolding a little bit. Yeah, a lot of big power jump. Ooh, wow, yeah. So we're gonna be breaking the 200,000 megawatt mark really easy. Okay, 500 is coming in, and 400 is going out. Why is that? Maybe just not enough pressure? If it's not enough pressure, then it will slowly build up. Okay, it's fine. It'll work itself out. I'm positive it will. I'm sure it will. 194. Yeah, this is big power increase. Big chunk. 200,000 megawatts. Over double what I'm normally drawing. Okay, 206,000, so there's still about 50,000 megawatts to grow, to increase. Okay, they're starting to get up there, yeah. Compacted coal. How much am I making here? Okay, so 10 times 20, so 200 per minute, 200 compacted coal per minute. Once this finally does start up fully, I'm not going to have to worry about power ever again. No. No water. Why no water? Completely full. Completely. Okay. Completely full. Full. Okay, I can replace that pipe. That's not working. Okay, what if I just... Wait, hold on. Why no power? Oh. Because I disconnected it. I remember that now. Okay. Well, that's why we weren't getting water. Will be now, though. Alright. Okay. Now we're getting the water we need. We need for rocket. And we're at 200 and we're still 200,000 megawatts of power. Well, yeah, they're full on. All that on fuel and compacted coal. Alright, and then we're getting the nitric acid that we need. Because, you know. Okay, yeah, no, it's slowly building and it's starting to reach that 500 cubic meters per minute, and we're at 217,000 megawatts. That was a really easy switch. Super easy. Sure, the more, you know, the more power draw the more grid draw you have, it's going to be harder and harder, but I mean, at this point, this is just manifolding. Yeah, it's just manifolding. It should be hopefully up to full in about an hour. Up to full production in about an hour. And then, yeah, we're now sitting at about 230,000 megawatts of power. And this will take me through easily through phase 5. $50,000 megawatts. And it'll get even higher too. Oh, it's dipping, but it's also these blenders are working. Again, they're getting the water. It's super easy to make rocket fuel, the normal recipe. All you need is just turbo and nitric acid, turbo fuel and nitric acid. That's all you need. Doesn't require a whole lot. It, like, seriously doesn't require, like, shit. And it's just, yeah. Alright. Alright, what's with the quantum encoding? So I already got this. Okay, so neural processor. Neural... Neural quantum processor, supercomputers, tri-ingots, and excited photonic matter, which is just power. That's all you need. Oh, synthetic power shards. Oh, I need quartz for synthetic power shards. And what about dark matter crystals? So dark matter residue. Oh, so it's just SAM and diamonds. Okay, so that's not bad. Okay, so it seems like we're losing power, but that's could just be the generators dropping. That's probably just the turbo fuel generators dying down now. And they're, yeah, no. Okay, so it's about 500 exactly. At about 500. Okay, here, let me just paint this chrome. I'm loving the Mark 6 belts, they're great. Oh yeah. Okay, they're all done. They're dead. Every generator, every turbo fuel generator's dead. Next playthrough, I'm gonna see if I can get like a power plant this large right off the start. Once I get oil, I'll come here and build a giant turbo fuel power, rocket fuel power plant. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream here. I'll be back live again later. Later, everyone.